Hello, Arts Academy. Today we'll be covering Robin Jordan, an expert on civil arts, a recent middle school play, and Springfest vocal concert. There will also be a special segment at the end to celebrate Teacher Appreciation Week. This is Arts on Air. Let's begin with a special interview from Rosary Javier on Robin Jordan. Over to you, Rose.
My name is Robin Lee Jordan, and I'm a teaching artist, visiting artist, poet.
All right. Yeah. How did you get involved with art?
Oh, wow. I feel like some of my earliest memories was I had a teacher in 3rd grade, Mrs. Rideout, and she had us write poems. And I remember she liked one of the poems I wrote so much that she had me go read it to the kindergartners. And I was hooked ever since then. I became a poet since I was in 3rd grade.
Okay. When some people think of art, especially kids, they might think of classical paintings in an art museum. How does your view of art differ from that?
Yeah, I truly believe that we're all artists, but at one point in our lives, some people have been told that they're not. And so to me, I think art is a practice, not a product. And again, it's what makes us human. And to me, the idea of creating without a gatekeeper, right? Being like, I have something to say, or I have these weird pictures I take, and I just feel like sharing them. And this idea that you can do it on your own terms, when you want, with the communities that you want, is really important.
Yes. Tell us about the BICA and the Arts for Something program. What is it like and how can people get involved?
Thank you. Yeah, so BICA, people call it BICA, and it's the Buffalo Institute for Contemporary Art. It's this great art institute, art museum and gallery in town. And they also have something called the BICA School, which is a free art school. It's for people kind of outside of high school to come together and sort of organically learn through art together. And so I am collaborating with them, and I started this program called Arts for Something, where we think about this idea of civic art, like how we can use art to make communities better. And it's for teens, 14 to 19, the first Saturday of every month. And we do collage, poetry, sculpture, costume design. And the goal is at the end in June, we're going to have a group exhibition and a group zine and a platform for teen artists to share their hopes, their concerns, their creations with the community.
Is there any other advice that you would give to artists in general?
I think my biggest piece of advice is to not ask permission. You don't need permission, right? You can I create events all the time because I have something I want to share. So don't wait for permission. Create the spaces that you want and put your work out there if that's something you want to do. And remember too, that it is just as valuable to make art for yourself and to not share it with anybody.
All right, thank you for coming today. You were very much appreciated today. Thank you for meeting with me today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for your great questions.
Thank
Those were
you.
awesome. Yeah.
All right, that's it for today. Back to you, Studio 200. This past week, the middle school plays Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass took place. Each was a short, eccentric adaptation of their respective Lewis Carroll novels. The director, Miss Kelly Buth, would like to share that she's very proud of all the talented actors and the hard work they have put in over the past few months. Recently was the first of 3 Springfest music concerts. Dr. Bellera says a huge congratulation goes out to vocal students who performed in the Vocal Springfest concert on Wednesday. Their performance was absolutely incredible. Students can see the next Springfest concerts on May 19th and 21st. This week is Teacher Appreciation Week. Enjoy this special segment from some of our media freshmen to celebrate the contributions our teachers make to the Arts Academy.
Hi, this is Kiera from Studio 200, and we are here today for Students Appreciating Teachers.
Give this to a teacher who has helped you through a hard day. Oh, that's awesome. I love this. Thank you so much.
Give this to the teacher who makes you feel welcome and included.
Teacher Appreciation Week. Give this to the teacher who makes you feel welcome and included. Aw, Cleo, I love that.
I love you, Miss Follett. Thank you.
Give this to a teacher who taught you the most this year.
It says, give this to a teacher who taught you the most this year.
Give this to a teacher who inspires you the most.
Thank you. Thank you.
Give this to a teacher who has made the biggest impact on your life.
Give this to a teacher who always goes above and beyond for their students. Thank you so much. It really means a lot because a lot of times we think we help our students, but we don't always know. So when we get a little note like this, it really means a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Give this to a teacher who makes learning fun.
Give this to a teacher who makes learning fun. Wow, thank you. That's awesome.
That's all for this episode of Arts on Air. Don't forget to tune in for our next episode coming shortly. Thanks for watching Arts on Air for the best source of BAVPA student news.